Inrio opens main door with the ram, but wonder if QoR are going to go for that full clear. You can see them positioned over towards the trench and garage side. The Clash is not playing over towards red, but I'm assuming there's a shield there. There should be one, but it seems like QoR are already off to a pretty quick start as Rival just swings trench with the Gon 6 and meets his end. The Gon 6 doesn't even have the intended effect there. It's a freebie off the start here for SpaceShoobs. It's an advantage nonetheless, but you still have Exige up, who could be absolutely troublesome.
Yeah, and I want to point out as well, QoR, ooh, massive pick by Cassia, Cass Wizard Freak. And with that Clash still standing there, it's going to be nearly impossible to clear anyone out of that bookcase corner. Instead, Buck's going to be opting to go around the blue stairs. 4v3 as we go into the last 25 seconds of the round. Despite the preparation, SpaceShoobs looks pretty strong moving into the last 20 seconds.
Yep, it's a 4 versus 2. Cassia finally shut down. A double kill in the round for him, though. Absolutely made good work of his life, and now it's up to SpaceShoobs to preserve theirs, to back up and let Exige be bothersome for this attack, but it seems like Moses hasn't been deterred just yet. It's a 2 versus 1. Twist trying to look for this 1v2, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. The super sub of Toaster getting a double on this round for himself. A lot of double kills for everyone, but in the end, it leads to SpaceShoobs getting their first defense. Comes out pretty scuffed for it. Scoob finds Moses, though, in the opening engagement. SpaceShoobs have the entry. Rival making his way in. You said, you know, not a very forceful squad. Kind of like to take their time. But unfortunately, Scoob is simply digging their graves. It's a double here for Scoob. But Inrio finding the opening pick for his team. Being spotted inside a bathroom. Exige just still assisting Scoob upstairs to make these plays. As he holds Solar, he predicts correctly on that swing and tags Twist up just a little bit. Inrio and Twist just trying to break through this. Twist actually kind of fires off Inrio there. And now, QoR are forced to push in through Master in this 3 versus 4. And Exige is still wasting plenty of time here.
Getting the Clash out of that position gives them a different angle that they can try and push Scoop from, but he's going to be holding strong, especially with that Clash up there as well. Making calls like that, swing through the Jazz Hall, doesn't do nothing, but a good trade comes out. However, that Clash is going to slow Inrio down so much, forced to turn around.
Candle spotted out, maybe even not. It's a double here for Candle. But now he has to find Exige. Exige is gun up, and now just going to pull up the shield. And with 4 seconds left, and with Candle being completely shocked away, he can't 1v1 his man. And SpaceShoobs will win off the Clash. And that shield is going to be staring Inrio in the face. And there's nothing that he can potentially do about it. He's being backed into a corner, potentially baited into a swing here from SpaceShoobs. Maybe they finally have found a way to deal with the Clash. But as Candle looks to vault over Ivy's stairs, it's Scoob with a flank and Scoob with a double.
Yeah, simply done for SpaceShoobs. They have so much more information. It's not even information necessarily. SpaceShoobs has all the information they need. There is still a player in Wine though, and it looks like the execute's actually going to come down from the back. But look at that player in Laundry, not even going to shoot this ace charge off, because it could be the X factor here. And while the Goyo canisters start going, opening up the boiler wall is going to be the next step. Laundry wall not open. Looking for an execute. Players on hatches. Player trying to go through boilers. They could go for a plant on the wine wall, a 3v3, and once again, one player standing up on top of the table, and the shot from behind. There goes one, there goes a second, but the plant is going down. It goes down, and he finds a third. Scoob. All 3, the 1v3, and suddenly SpaceShoobs have given themselves an advantageous half.
Quite the mighty ego on him to call himself the X Factor, but it seems like he is able to talk it up, at least on the server. Hasn't said anything in all chat for it, though. Just a little bit of a teabag and a dance in the middle of wine is enough for him. Quite the 1v3 and quite the good game sense there. The next hassle they have to deal with is Moses, though, sitting inside of dining. If they can find a kill off of this, that would be huge. Oh my gosh, Toaster off the fadeaway. Moses, he nearly got away. He even faked the sound of the drop. He did everything he could to try and outplay Toaster. But Toaster simply just shoots him through the floor, and that's another kill granted to SpaceShoobs before this execute. And that is a huge amount of control that they have now been granted.
Only 50 seconds left to go, though. It's not a lot of opportunity to push QoR around. Never mind, Eli with another. Now it's a 5v2. Honestly, at this point, SpaceShoobs could all walk through one door. Okay, maybe not, but I mean, with the control that they have, with these holes open, one more kill onto the blue player, and while there's going to be some shots coming back, it's not likely going to go in the favor of QoR.
Twist has got a huge hill in front of him, and it is absolutely not going to work out in his favor. SpaceShoobs will recollect themselves, and they found themselves an attack. They found themselves their debut attack.
Yeah, I mean, there goes the fuse to finally deal with it, but it has slowed them down significantly. At this point, 50 seconds left on the clock. This looks like it could be some sort of a flood down main, blue, and through the garage. That's my guess, at least, as to what's actually going to happen, given the positioning on the main stairs. Fireplace stairs, I guess I should say. But there's so much presence in wine as well as blue that this might just be a really hard execute to actually pull off.
It's 4 versus 3. SpaceShoobs have found man advantage. No more smoke. Inrio, a very important piece to this round towards the end, has fallen. The only stall you now have left is with that clash and with the Goyos. But as Rival gets taken down, things are going from bad to worse. QoR is starting to lose control of the bomb site, and they may start to lose control of the timer as well, as it's going to flip against them as Exige gets the diffuser down. Moses is gun up, but he won't be for long, as it's Castified 2 and SpaceShoobs. After all of that, after all that stall that they managed to get through, the main thing that QoR loses is the smoke. They lose the potential to completely deny that plant. Rival has a big, important role to play here. That Warden, he can be forced out by nades, but now that there are none, it's very much safe there. It's a 3 versus 3. No one with advantage just yet. Positioning being forced by SpaceShoobs. They have Ivy control. The shield is still there, but nobody's on it here. It's a push-up Mez, and Toaster finds Rival, but the C4 from Inrio, we talked about it, and thank goodness he lives, because he's able to use that C4 to great effect, and Eli, shutting down Candle, now leaves just Inrio. With 20 seconds left. He's got quite the position to play with here. He has the shotgun in pocket, but opts to take a 1 versus 1 with the SMG-11. Hasn't found anyone jumping through that bar hatch just yet. Might find the head here of Eli, and he does. Now has to figure out where Scoop is coming in from. And as Scoop fires off some shots, he'll make it easy for Inrio to predict, but hard for him to completely calculate. As Scoop through the wall, all he needed was one shot, and he gets it. Inrio's been effective with those C4s. And it will not be, though, as he is dead.
Last time Shoobs tried to attack this, they brought a Ying, and they threw 2 Candelas before actually throwing the one that they decided to go in off of. So they know that he's just baiting there. He still hasn't thrown the C4. He's just holding it in his hand. There it actually goes, and there's the entrance. Scoob and Eli finding 2. Now, QoR looks all but lost on this round.
Inrio, though, potentially a saving grace here. Does at least one thing to potentially bring his team back into this. Gets 1 kill. Still a 4 versus 2. We haven't seen the 2vx's be all that successful for either squad when they're in this scenario, but potentially could be seeing a change here as Inrio, his 2nd kill of the round, off the retake of the top floor. Exige is getting this plant down, though, and QoR are now forced to go on the move here. Twist is down, and Scoob on that rappel. They say good half, but guys, it's infinite OT. Rival, why did you leave? Get back!
Uh-oh. Rival, come back.
We still got more to go. There is 25 seconds left. There is a C4 still on the board. There is Inrio gone. The one thing you could potentially use to deal with this clash is dead, and so is everyone else on QoR. It seems like they had no idea that this would be an infinite OT, and as such did not wake up to greet it, as it is a flawless round. The 2nd flawless round of the game. Ironically enough, it was QoR to get the first one. And the first time that they did it, it was their first round. Their first round victory. And now SpaceShoobs get a flawless in their last. Chalet comes to a close, but it is SpaceShoobs to win it out.